Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Coach Tina. I'm going to be taking you through an upper body strength workout. So for today's class, you need a set of medium weights. It can be dumbbells like this. It can be medium strength bands that you have. It can be a backpack. And then you also need some lighter weights. I have 2 5-pound plates here. You can use 2 full water bottles, 2 heavy soup cans, anything that you can hold in your hands. It doesn't have to be 5 pounds, it can be 2.5 pounds if you have those as well. Just a lighter weight for some high rep exercises towards the end. So we will start off with some movement prep, and then I will take you through the strength workout, and then we'll do some regeneration at the end to cool down. So to start off, let's move to the edge of our mat here. We're gonna do a hand walk. So you're gonna start standing. You're gonna reach down for your toes. Feel the stretch in your hamstring as you walk out to a high plank. Own that position. And then you're gonna swing your feet to the side as you raise one arm up. Own that position. Back to a high plank. And then switch sides on that side plank. Back to a high plank. Hips go up and back to a downward dog. Feel those hamstrings stretching. Feel all the weight in your wrists and hands. And then walk yourself back to standing. All right, let's go for another one. Reach down for your toes. Walk it out to a high plank. Swing your legs to one side as you come up. Other side. Back to high plank. Hips go up and back to downward dog. And then walk your hands back in. All right, let's do one more. Start walking your hands out. High plank. Own that position before moving on. Side plank. Own that position. Back to high plank. And switch sides. Back to high plank. Hips go up and back to downward dog. And then walk your hands back in. All right, from there, let's just do some arm circles. Going backwards through full range of motion. All right, let's go forward a few times. Drawing really big circles, as big as you can. All right, let's get some more movement going. So we're going to do 10 of each exercise. We're going to do a bent over T and a bent over W to start. So for any bent exercises, we're going to be hinging at our hips. Soft bend in my knee, my hips are going back, and my back is staying flat. From here, you can pull your belly button in toward your spine to help engage your core. Arms stay hanging out down here, and then they're gonna come out to the side as if we're making a T. Okay, so as you do this, squeeze those muscles between your shoulder blades as you bring your arms together, okay? Let's go for 10 T's. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Instead of a T, let's do a W. Elbows are bent to 90, palms facing each other. And then you're gonna bring your arms out to the side to make a W. Here we go, let's go for 10. Elbows bent, palms face each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's do one more exercise. If you have those small weights I was talking about before, you can grab one of those. I'm gonna be using a 5-pound weight. You could also use a small medicine ball if you have, or maybe a textbook or something, anything that you can hold with 2 hands. That's kind of a lightweight, okay? So these are called halos. You're gonna start with the weight in front of you. You're going to draw a circle around your head with minimal movement of your head side to side, okay? I want your head to stay completely straight and still, and the weight is drawing a circle around your head, okay? We're gonna go 10 times in one direction, 10 times in the other direction. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you do this, your core should be engaged. You can see my stance. My feet are about shoulder width apart, and I'm also squeezing my glutes. So my body is still and supported as I move this weight around my head. All right, I think that's 10. We'll go 10 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really big circles without moving your head. I think this is number 9. And 10. All right, you should be feeling warmed up now. Take a small sip of water before we get started. If I can open my water. Here we go. All right, so to start off, we've done this one before. If you've been sticking with me through these strength classes, we're gonna start off with a glute bridge floor press. So you're gonna be on the ground, have your medium weights close by. So you're gonna start off on the mat. You're gonna lie down. Get your weights ready. From here, you're gonna go into a glute bridge. So my hips are gonna come off the ground as I drive pressure into my heels. And then from there, my arms can come up. So this is your start position. You're gonna come down, aiming your elbows towards the mat, and back up is 1. So from here, you're holding the glute bridge for the entire time, squeezing your glutes and squeezing your core, okay? We're gonna do a set of 10 for those glute bridge floor presses, okay? Here we go. All right, weights are up. Get those hips up into a glute bridge. And we're gonna start. This is our start position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, from there, if you have lighter weights, you can grab those. If you have 2 light weights, you can use them in this position for some skull crushers. Palms facing each other. Keep those elbows nice and high. Bring the weight down. Back up for 15 reps. If you don't have a light weight, but you have one medium weight, you can hold the weight with both hands. Same idea, keep those elbows high. Lower the weight down. Come back up. Let's go for 15. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, put that weight down. Shake it out a little bit. You should be feeling those skull crushers in your triceps back here, which also work during our floor press. All right, take a little break, let your breath calm down a little bit, grab a sip of water. One thing to mention before we start our next set, when you are doing any sort of press and you have your weights here in the start position, I don't want your elbows coming out to the side like this, and you shouldn't be looking like a T when you're lying down. Angle your hands down a little bit at a 45, so that way when you bring the weights down, you're making that 45-degree angle. Your elbow is going towards your hip, but not all the way down like that, okay? So this is the position your shoulders and your elbows should be in on the way down, okay? So keep that in mind. For our second set, total we are doing 3 sets of the floor press and 2 sets of the skull crusher. So let's go ahead and start our second set of our glute bridge floor press for a set of 10. Here we go. Get those weights ready. All right, now raise those hips, drive through your heels into a glute bridge. Here we go, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember that angle I was talking about. 5, elbows going down toward your hips. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Nice job. Moving on to our last set of skull crusher for 15 reps. Get that weight ready. Here we go. Elbows stay high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a couple more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, take a little break. Grab some water. We have one more set of the glute bridge floor press to go. All right, hope you guys are feeling good so far. I definitely feel it in my triceps from all of those skull crushers. Shake it out a little bit, and then we have one more set. All right, if you guys are ready, let's get to it. Last set here, 10 reps. Get those weights up. And then get into the bridge. Drive pressure through your heels to lift your hips up. Here we go, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, nice job. Done with our first block. Next, we are moving on to some shoulders and a back exercise. We're going to be doing 2 sets of a push press and 2 sets of a bent over row variation. So for this one, I would recommend, again, using a medium weight because we're only going to be doing about 8 reps of each exercise. Maybe a medium to light weight if you have. whatever weight you can do for 8 to 10 reps for a shoulder exercise. Grab that weight. So for a push press, we're going to start standing. You're going to have the weight at your shoulders. You're going to pull in your belly button toward your spine to keep your core nice and engaged. And you are going to bend at the knees. Make sure you have space above your head. So you're going to bend at the knees to help you get the weights overhead, okay? I'm gonna move my camera up a little bit now that we're not on the ground anymore. All right, weight is at the shoulders, belly button's pulled in. You're gonna drop your knees to get the weights overhead, okay? So you are using the momentum from down to help you get the weight up, okay? We're gonna do 8 reps that way, and then we're going to do a bent over row. I'll show you with one weight first so I can talk at the same time. Bent over row, just like I explained in the beginning, we're gonna do a hip hinge, so soft bend in your knees, back stays nice and flat. You're gonna let the weight hang out here, and then you're gonna drive your elbow up and back toward your hip, and then control back down. Just like that. You would have both weights going at the same time. On your way up, think about squeezing your shoulder blades together and driving your elbows back. Okay, so we'll do 8 reps of the push press, 8 reps of the bent over row. All right, here we go. Get your weights ready. Make sure you have space above your head. 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, right into the bent over row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, take a break. Stretch it out. Try to bring your heart rate down as quickly as possible between your sets. We're only going to be doing 2 sets from here on out. So that was our first set done. Take a little sip of water. All right. All right, you can keep the weights the same if you want to. You can adjust them. We have 1 more set left. 8 reps for each. Here we go. Get the weights up to your shoulders. Starting off with 8 push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, right into 8 bent over row. Hip hinge back. Keep your core engaged. Drive those elbows up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, put those weights down. All right, we are done with the medium weights for today. Let me move my whiteboard over a little bit. All right, take a break. Try to control your breathing down. We have one more faster paced circuit left. Everything in the circuit is going to be working on different parts of your shoulder, okay? So your shoulder is made up of 3 different muscles. You have one here in the front, one down the middle, and then one across the back. So our circuit is going to hit each muscle of the shoulder. 15 to 20 reps, whatever you feel like you can do based off the weights that you have. So as I said in the beginning, I'm going to be using 5-pound weights. If you have 2.5s, those will work. If you have 7.5s, those will work. If you have 10-pound weights, those will work. Or if you just have 2 full water bottles, if you were to just hold this in both hands, okay? Whatever you have, just adjust the reps accordingly. If you're using a lighter weight, maybe you can go more on the 20 rep range. If you're using a heavier weight, like a 10-pound weight, maybe you can stay more towards the 15 side. All right, so first step, let's start off with a reverse fly. So that's gonna be hitting the back of our shoulder. We did this one in the beginning as our bent over T, where we had a hip hinge into a T. This time we're gonna add some weight to that. So it's the same exact movement. You're gonna hinge over at your hips. Palms start out facing each other. Drive your elbows up and back, making a T, squeezing your shoulder blades together. But now we're just gonna be holding a weight in our hands, okay? I'm gonna be counting out loud. You can go anywhere from 10, 15, maybe even 25 reps if you wanna go there, okay? So let's get started. First run through. Here we go. The weight should be in your hand. Get into a hip hinge position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, if you're going for 20, keep it going. We only have time for one set of each exercise, so give it all that you have while still maintaining the right technique and the right form, okay? If you're going for 25, keep going. You should be feeling this between your shoulder blades and the back of your shoulder here. All right, shake it out, grab some water. The next exercise, we're gonna hit the front of the shoulder. So one arm is going to be out there already, stationary, while the other arm goes for about 10 reps. Once that arm is done doing 10 reps, you're gonna switch sides. The other arm is gonna stay out there while the other side goes for 10 reps, okay? This one gets a little tricky. If you wanna go for 10, 15, 20, just make sure you're holding one arm out there while the other arm is moving, okay? Another thing to note while you do these exercises, do not keep your elbows completely locked out. Keep a soft bend in your elbow so if you can see that little bend right there, it's gonna stay that way at the top of the exercise as well, okay? So keep a soft bend in your elbows for these. All right, I'm gonna go for 10 to 15 here. Here we go. Keep one arm up, other arm's moving. 1, 2, 3, just to shoulder height, okay? There's no need to go way overhead with these for today. It's probably number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna stop at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, feeling that?
I didn't get that.
Oh.
Could you try?
All right, take a break. If you're still going, keep it going. That one you should be feeling mostly in the front of your shoulders here, right at the top. All right, shake it out a little bit. Next exercise, moving right along. We're gonna hit the side of our shoulder now. Right here, there's a muscle going straight down the side. Same idea as the one before. You're gonna have one arm out to the side as the other one goes through the reps. Remember, keep a soft bend in your elbow and don't go higher than shoulder height, okay? Just stay right here. All right, I'm gonna go for 10 on each side again. Here we go. One arm stays up, other arm goes through the reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, feeling it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Put those weights down. We made it through. Good job, everybody. Let's go through one regeneration exercise. I'm thinking child's pose for today so we can really reach and stretch out our arms. So you can start off on the mat in a kneeling position. Give your space some room to kneel down. So instead of keeping your knees super close together and then leaning down over that, just give yourself some space here. Walk your hands out as far as you can, and then drop your head down between your shoulders and take a few deep breaths. From that position, I want you to pretend like you're being pulled from your wrists forward and someone's pulling you from your hips backwards. So you should be getting all of this length through your spine and a really nice stretch, okay? So stay there for a few deep breaths. From there, you can walk your hands slightly toward the right side to stretch out your left. So just move your hands a little bit to the right, and then you should feel a stretch on your left side, maybe starting at your tricep, down to your lats, your obliques, maybe even in your hip a little bit. Just stay there for a few deep breaths. Trying to relax a little bit more with each deep breath. Again, pretending like you're being pulled in two opposite directions. All right, and then you can walk your hands over to the left side to stretch out the right. Add in some deep breaths there. All right, that is all I have for you this morning. Again, I am Coach Tina. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for today's upper body workout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're doing this class as a replay, just remember to write replay in the comments and let me know what you thought. And I hope you guys have a great day today. Thank you for coming.